fleek. Pretty on fleek. Pretty on fleek. Let me stop. Because I know a lot of people don't like when people use the word fleek. I don't know. I found out it had something to do with boo-boo or some shit like that. But girl, I just be saying the shit to be silly. But hey, what's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your sister from another Mr. ThickChickVlogs. I'm actually sitting here. Just got done taking a break from work. I have to go and make some runs today. Gotta go buy me another office chair because this one right here got my back hurt. Girl, I can't recline like I want to up in this piece. And I spend the majority of my day in this office working. So I definitely have to have some kind of comfort up and around up and through this piece, girl. So yeah, gotta go buy me, invest in me an office chair on today. That I do have to do, girl. But I hope that you guys have a very, very safe Memorial Day weekend. Today is Saturday. I hope you guys are going to be enjoying your family and your friends and all that stuff, and eating you up some good barbecue. But remember the reason for the holiday, okay? Understand the reason why you have Monday off. You got this lovely 3-day weekend, and it is a beautiful weekend if I do say so myself. There is not a dark cloud in the sky. Let me say that right here, right now, girl. But first and foremost, I want to say that I have a 40-minute video uploading over on ThickChick TV. We talked about a whole lot of different things. We talked about the hair weave loan situational, girl. We talked about the hair weave loan situational. Yes, we did. So head on over to ThickChick TV to find out what I had to say about that situation right there. We also talked about the man. If you guys don't know, there was a man who hired. He went to Los Angeles and he decided that he, was having some problem with his wife. He decided he wanted to hire some hookers and his daughter showed up. Head on over there, girl, to find out what the fuck happened with that situation right up in there. We also talked about Josh Duggar. If you guys don't know who Josh Duggar is the oldest son on the TLC show 19 Kids and Counting. He was he admitted to molesting family and friends when he was 14 years old. We also talked about the fact that CNN and them bitch ass motherfuckers decided that they wanted to single out the only brother from another mother in their little headline situation, because we know, okay, there was 170 people arrested, but they singled out the only brother from another mother on their little headline situation, girl. So head on over there to see what I had to say about that bullshit as well. Also, we talked about the teacher in Atlanta, Georgia, who decided that he was going to allow his students to have sexual relations in his classroom, girl. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. One of you guys' children's teacher decided that he was going to let his students have sexual relations in his classroom. So y'all make sure y'all head on over to see what I had to say about that bullshit as well. And we also talked about the nigger house, the fact that Google mistakenly put up, when a person searched for nigger house, it pointed them in the direction of White House. What type of person is searching for nigger house anyway? But that besides the point, why the fuck is it pulling up nigger house? I mean, the White House when somebody searches for nigger house. You feel me? Yeah, that's some shady ass shit going on with that right there. And we probably talked about some other shit over there. I don't know. I can't think right off the top of my head, girl. Because, girl, I got a headache out of this motherfucking world. I'm going to go on Amazon and find these glasses. Somebody told me about these glasses that they have on Amazon that you can use for when you work on a computer a lot. So any of you guys out there that are, office administrators or any type of, if you work on the computer a lot and you know that you have to stare at the screen, my eyes start to hurt really, really bad. I don't wear glasses. I need some glasses, but I need something to help me because I'm staring at the computer constantly all day long. But somebody told me there are some glasses on Amazon that are kind of like, I don't know what they call them, but they have like the little yellow tint on them. They said I can buy those and have those on while I'm working. So I'm going to go and look at those, read the reviews, and see if I can see about investing in that. Because, girl, I've been working from home for I don't know how many years, but it's really starting to take a toll on these beautiful brown eyes up and around up and through this piece, girl. Let me just say that right here, right now, girl. But yeah, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, there was something in particular that we want to talk about. But be sure, okay, that you guys head on over to ThickChick TV to check out that 40-minute video. I really, really, really would appreciate it. There's no telling how long it's going to take to upload. So when you go over there and it's not there, it's all good, girl. I got 4 other Dig This videos over there that you can check out if you have missed them. That is like, what, 1, 2, 3, probably about 4 hours of ThickChickVlogs. I know you don't have that kind of time right now, girl. But look, if you're cleaning up your house, okay, If you cleaning up your crib, I am the motherfucker to listen to. Fuck the radio. ThickChickVlogs is the person to listen to when you cleaning up your house, girl. When you headed to work early in the morning, girl. Fuck the radio. Turn on you some ThickChickVlogs, girl. ThickChickVlogs. I am your entertainment on your excursion to work. I'm your entertainment while you are cleaning up the crib. Okay, girl? Quit bullshitting around this piece, okay? But what we are going to discuss over here right now, I had some bullshit. Well, it wasn't really to me that this happened, but as I just said, I talked about a whole lot of different things over there on ThickChick TV, but there was something that happened on Facebook that I felt was something that somebody could probably, it could probably change one person's life. If it only changes one person's life, if it only makes one person think that watches this video, I have done my part, okay? If it only makes one person think, just one, it doesn't even matter. If it makes one person think, and if it makes one person decide that they may want to change their life, I have made a difference, okay? Let me just say that right here, right now. I'm just going to say, Lord, guide my mind, guide my tongue, because you know how I am. Guide my mind and guide my tongue, Father God. I know you ain't through with me, Father God. I know you're not through with me, so guide my mind and guide my tongue so that the words that flow out of my mouth flow, and they flow with dignity, and they flow with grace, and they flow with understanding from those who this message may be applying to us. For those of you who may be a little confused on why certain people do certain things, okay? So I was on my Facebook page, and I was reading up on a bunch of these different stories on my personal Facebook page. People share all kind of different stuff, and I read it, and that's how I come up with a lot of my different topics and things. Also, you guys do help me out a lot with picking different topics. But when I was reading up on the Josh Duggar situation, and I was clicking through the comments, and I saw this one particular comment in particular from this same lady. Notice, I try not to click on a lot of the Fox News stories, simply because a lot of the comments that are underneath these Fox News stories are racial. They're all kind of just I hate black folks. Obama did it. It could be a story about a dog, and people are going to just have something to say about Obama. I don't give a damn what the story is about. It could be about Bluebell ice cream. Somebody gonna put in there something about Obama. Well, I get one of those people covered by the Obamacare. You know, it's always gonna be something about Obama, but I digress on that. But I noticed underneath every single one of the news stories that I click on, family, this is no lie. It is the same lady who is underneath. I don't care what the story is about. It could be about a cancer-stricken patient who has 24 hours to live. She'll have something nasty and negative to say underneath that. It could be about a woman who lost her child, okay, in childbirth. She'll have something nasty and negative to say underneath that news story. Every single news story I click on, it is not a news story that I click on that's local. I'm not talking about worldwide, but when one of my local news stations share this stuff, there is not a time that I don't click on one of these news stories and this lady doesn't have something negative to say. But this particular time, when I clicked on the Josh Duggar story, she had something else negative to say. Some told me, ThickChickVlogs, click on her profile. Because, you know, most times when people leave these nasty, hateful, and negative comments underneath everything that they see is something, you know, most of the time it's a fake profile, or, you know, most of the time they have pictures of animals and all this type of, it's a profile that they use to troll the internet. Because if you don't know, most folks who troll the internet, they can't really, you know, reveal themselves. They like to hide behind aliases, and they like to hide behind fake pictures and all this type of stuff. So when I clicked on this profile, I'm expecting to see, you know, a picture of an animal or a picture of something other than this lady. Now, her profile was completely open. Most trolls on the internet, they will not have their entire page open. They'll have it either private. If it is their account, their profile will be private. You won't be able to see anything on it but that picture of that animal, whatever the hell kind of picture they have on their profile picture. But I clicked on this lady's profile, and I realized it was a real profile, and she had it wide open where people can read everything that she posts, okay? So I'm thinking to myself, this lady leaves all these hateful and nasty comments underneath every single news story. You would think that she would have her page private to where people can't harass her, can't send her messages and all this stuff. But like I said, simply because she always leaves all these negative comments, something prompted me to just go over to her profile just to see what she's talking about. Family, Every single comment, every single status that she put up on her profile was talking about how she feels so alone, how she's depressed, how she feels like death is the only way, how she just feels like she's just, I mean, she says she's at a point of no end. I mean, I read like 5 or 6 statuses from this lady before I realized this is a real profile, because people were actually commenting under it. Like, they were calling her name. They were like, call me, you know, come over if you feel like you need to talk. So that's how I knew it was a real profile, because you had people who were interacting with her underneath her comment section, underneath her statuses. I mean, I would have knew it was a fake profile if, you know, the person was putting up statuses and nobody was saying anything, or if the person didn't have any friends. She had like 600 friends on her friends list, and people were telling her, you know, call me, or, you know, come over if you need to talk, all this kind of stuff. And I said all of that to say this. When you have a person that is constantly trolling on the internet, a person who is constantly saying all kind of mean, hateful, nasty, negative things, especially on things that are so heartfelt, or things that are so traumatic, like a cancer-stricken patient being on their deathbed, or like a mom losing her child during childbirth, or something as beautiful as a 100-year-old lady celebrating her 100th birthday. If a person can come to those type of news stories and have something horrible and negative to say, there is something deeper than that person being just a mean, quote-unquote mean person. That's just like here on YouTube. Have you ever wondered why or how you go to a video that has, just say, a baby laughing, okay? A baby, cute baby laughing, and it got thousands and thousands of thumbs down. Or if you go to a video of a man holding his baby for the first time, and it got thousands of thumbs down. Have you ever wondered what type of people these are that is doing this? A lot of times people think that there is this nasty, mean, evil trolls. And a lot of times they are. A lot of times you have people that don't have anything better to do with their lives that do this type of stuff. But a lot of times you have people out there who are hurting so bad inside that they feel like they just have to lash out at everybody. And they just have to be mean and try to ruin other people's day. I came to say this because I've been in a place like that before. Now, I wasn't the type of person that always went, you know, left nasty, negative comments underneath people's videos. But I was the type of person I was mean. I was like, I wouldn't say nasty, hateful things, but I always had a mug on my face. Like, I was just mad at the world. But I'm so thankful to God that I actually fell to my knees one day and I prayed about that, and He removed all of those impure thoughts from my heart and my mind. I promise you. I tell people all the time, I used to think I was the ugliest person on this side of creation. Shout out to Miss Cedar Girl. I used to think I was the ugliest person on this side of creation, till I fell down to my knees and I asked the Lord to come into my life, and because I knew I couldn't do it anymore. I knew I couldn't do it anymore by myself. And I did that. He came into my life, and everything that I did in the past, all those impure thoughts from my mind, it wasn't instant. I still go through bouts of depression and things like that, but my life is completely and utterly different than it used to be. And I wanted to send that lady a message so bad and ask her, has she accepted Jesus Christ as her Lord and Savior? My thing is, I tell people all the time, even if you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in God, I'm not here to try to, you know, pounce on you or anything like that, because you don't believe in God. That is your God-given right to not believe in God. That is your right. All I ask you to do is, if you're going through anything, I don't care what it is, I don't care what your situation may be, I don't care what type of things that you're going through, all you have, look, I promise you, just do this one thing for me. Do this one thing for ThickChickVlogs. Try him one time. Try him one time. Just one. And see what he can do for you. Just try him one time. Just one. And I promise you, you'll see a major difference in your life. One time. Just one. So anytime you have anybody come to your channel and, you know, they leave nasty, negative comments, people leave thumb downs and things like that on prayer videos, anything like that. Anytime you see the type of stuff, say a prayer for those people. Don't even give it any thought, because a lot of times those are people who are hurting so bad inside that they just feel like they just have to lash out on other people to try to make other people's days horrible. Okay, so just pray for those people. But I promise you, just try God one time, just one, and see what He can do for you. Thanks, guys, for checking out this video. Head on over to ThickChick TV to check out that 40-minute video that I just did. Also, head on over to Facebook and add me, ThickChickVlogs, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.